The Yazidis are haunted by what happened to them. It is happening still, an attempt to destroy them as a people. Scattered across northern Iraq, they speak of mass killings and forced conversions. Perhaps most traumatic is the fate of their women and girls. Some 3,500 are still missing. A few escaped here. The day the so-called Islamic State arrived is remembered by 18-year-old Hanan.
There were 20 of them, with long beards and weapons. They said, "You're coming to Mosul." We refused. They hit us and dragged us to their cars. Some of us tried to commit suicide, so they took away anything we might use to kill ourselves. They said, "Yazidis are infidels. Now you will live as Muslims." They took many girls for sex. We did not know what happened to them later. They told us, "Forget the life you knew."
Happy and excited fighters in a video apparently from the Islamic State. Today is the slave market, God willing, says one. This may look like some kind of terrible joke, but prices for Yazidi women are discussed in detail. The fighter laughs and says, it costs more for a girl with blue eyes. Hama was sold to be a servant.
They put us up for sale. Many groups of fighters came to buy. Whatever we did, crying, begging, made no difference. An Islamic State sheikh took the money. It wasn't much. $12 US, and said, "This is your price." One white European bought me and my cousin. He had 5 other Yazidi girls in his house. His neighbor, a sheikh, came and told him, "You can't keep all those girls. Baghdadi's orders are 1 per house."
Some women were forced to convert and marry. Others were passed from man to man. 2 sisters aged 20 and 14. The older was able to protect the younger from the worst.
There was one 11-year-old girl. They beat her a lot. They gave her to one fighter and then to another one from Mosul. We heard that she killed herself later in Mosul. We knew the man who came to buy us. He was an odd-job man, and he came to our house many times. He became an emir. We asked him to keep us together, and he agreed. He was not as bad as the others, but still bad enough. I wish I could cut them all into pieces.
The Yazidis say Islamic State sought to erase their culture, their religion, and their bloodline. This was planned from the start by Islamic State, he says. It's their strategy. Our women and girls have been forgotten. So many are in IS hands. Where is the international operation to free them? People seem stunned. Some women returned pregnant. They don't talk about that here. There is shame and grief. There's nothing embarrassed or furtive about the Islamic State's use of captured women as sex slaves. In fact, it's even issued official guidance on the practice. Christians, Jews and Yazidi women can all be captured, it says. It says a fighter can sleep with a virgin as soon as he's taken possession of her. As if that isn't bad enough, the document also says a fighter can sleep with a prepubescent girl if he so chooses. Women can be bought, sold, traded as gifts. They can be disposed of as property if a fighter dies. It is a depraved and depressing document. These are the victims of slavery in the 21st century. The Yazidis wait for those they left behind, knowing there is little chance they will be rescued. Paul Wood, BBC News, Northern Iraq.